Test, test. All right, it's in there. All right. Well. Friedman Media is back here again. I don't know who's going to check this out. I mean, it's 6 o'clock Friday evening, so I really don't expect a whole lot of people to do this. Okay. I had a little break in the action before I really got busy tonight, and I said, you know what? I need to get this off my chest because it's been bothering me for a little bit, and I actually woke up with a little bit of a chest pain this morning. It wasn't like chest pain like a heart attack type chest pain, but it was kind of a chest pain of stress, I think, which I know leads to heart attacks and all that shit. But let me explain. It was more basically because I've been dealing with some rigmarole. And, you know, once again, shout out to my people. Shout out to my people at BTP. You know, the American Freedmen background has been getting a lot of love, and I haven't been shouting it out like I was before. But I am here. Sister Shanna, hey, how you doing? Brother Michael Jordan, how you doing? I really enjoy watching you play basketball, brother. I tell you, you are one incredible basketball player. You ain't the GOAT, though, dog. You ain't the GOAT. I got to tell you, I've always disagreed with the GOAT being Michael Jordan. So I'm going to give you your props, brother. I'm going to give you your props. But Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the GOAT. Okay, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the GOAT. You were great. You were one of the greatest, but Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I was waiting for you to snap back. I was like, if it's really Jordan, he gonna snap back. You know, Jordan ain't gonna let nobody say he ain't the GOAT. So if it's really the GOAT up in here, so peace to Michael Jordan and Sister Shanna for getting in here, because I got some things I got to talk about, you know, and I titled this Rigmarole Players, you know, because they role players, but they rigmarole players. They ain't real role players, you know. They rigmarole players, and they causing problems up in our situation. It's a distraction, if anything. It's a distraction. I'm not sure exactly how detrimental it could be to us as a collective, but they're causing problems. And when you cause problems, that means you're causing a fuss. And if you're causing a fuss, you're causing a rigmarole. Okay. And I know a lot of people don't really understand what the word rigmarole means, because whenever we heard it, you know, it was generally an old person. Don't come in here with all that rigmarole. You know, it was generally an old person, but a rigmarole has a real, excuse me, it's got a real definition. And, you know, a lot of things you've probably heard didn't know that were synonymous with rigmarole. Maybe you did, because most people are smarter than me. The people that watch my videos, most of them are smarter than me, so I definitely understand it. I understand. So when I start talking about rigmarole, you know, I want people to understand that I am speaking from the perspective. I need all that to go off the screen. There we go. Speaking from the perspective, you know, from a dictionary standpoint, where rigmarole is as a definition. And rigmarole is easily defined as a lengthy and complicated procedure. So that, to me, I don't believe really gives credence to what rigmarole is. So when you start looking at the synonyms, lengthy process, fuss, I said that one, fuss and bother, commotion, trouble, you know. When you see synonyms like that, you know you've probably been a part of some rigmarole at some point in your life. You know, what's that? Folderol, ado, make much ado of something. You know, I don't even know. Is that pother, palaver? I've never even seen those two words in my life. A song and dance. There we go. See, we write on it when we talking about some of these problems with song and dance, because we're going to be talking about Megan Thee, and we're going to be talking about Da Baby, and we're going to be talking about Cardi B. We might not be talking about them like in real depth, because we don't really need to talk about those three in real depth. What we need to talk about is the distraction that they've caused thus far with this presidential administration. This presidential administration has managed to interview on a number of occasions Cardi B. Everybody's going to talk to Cardi B. Then you got Megan Thee. She just spoke to Maxine Waters, y'all auntie. You know, everybody say Aunt Maxine, you know, Aunt Maxine. I'm going back all the way to the beginning, and I'm going to let these comments ride because I'm horrible on this. I am really bad on this. I don't want to do this part of the cast, but I'm going to do it, and I want to make sure my comments get up. You know, this is when Brother Jordan let me know that he is indeed the GOAT. And I appreciate anybody that's going to be up in here. Brother B, what's happening, family? Yeah, there was nobody better than Big Lou Alcindor. I am the GOAT in the game of basketball. Okay, if you say so, Mike. I look at the stats, and when I go by the stats show that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, also known as Lou Alcindor, his stats kind of, they dwarf your shit. So Rigmarole is a song and dance. Absolutely, it is a song and dance. I was 8 years old when I found out how to spell rigmarole. See, a lot of people was putting an A and an E behind the G. They would spell it rigmarole because that's the way we generally heard it. We generally heard it rigmarole, but it's really rigmarole. And there is a silent letter, I guess, in there that doesn't show. If you look at the actual phonetic spelling of it, there is the backwards upside down E, I believe. And so that's why you hear the rigmarole versus rigmarole. Absolutely a distraction. Absolutely a distraction. If LeBron James was in here tonight, Mike, he might have something to say about that, especially since he just got Westbrook and he's on his way to winning his next championship. I don't believe they're going to win shit myself, but I could be wrong. I was wrong about Giannis this year. I didn't think he was going to win a championship ever, but they put a good team around him, and I'm glad they did what they did. Absolutely a distraction. Missy B, peace and love to you. 2 for 2 today, Missy B. I don't know if you're outside or if you made it home from work or whatever, but I appreciate you being here. Being here. Politicians, freedmen are only seen through the lens of a cheap, unqualified celebrity and a song and dance. Rigmarole gimmicks. Absolutely. We are. This is where we are in politics. This is how they see us in politics. And that's a problem. And that's what I want to talk about tonight. I don't particularly want to talk about Megan Thee, and I don't want to talk about DaBaby, and I don't want to talk about Cardi B, but I just want to talk about the distractions that they have caused and where we are right now. We're not being taken seriously. I felt like we took a very, very big step back when there started to be the disengagement among the descendants of chattel slavery, the descendants of freedmen, the ADOS, the hashtag folk. When everybody started to kind of disengage, I ain't going to discount the FBAs and I ain't going to discount the B1s. We are the F1s, but I'm not going to discount anybody that is truly seeking reparations for descendants of slavery. Now, if you come in here with that Pan-Africanist shit, you're going to get slapped around in this room. I'm just going to let you know, Pan-Africanists don't make it real good over here. Okay? They don't make it real good over here. I'm out of line to say I'm not talking about impact. See, this is where we fall into a different discussion. You're talking about image and you're talking about stature. I get that. You are the greatest of all time in that. You are the ambassador of basketball as far as that's concerned. But I'm talking about stats in the NBA. He's the greatest of all time. He's the greatest of all time. If I had to say, you said the greatest center. If I had to say the greatest center, I'd say Bill Russell. Or if I was just doing it based on championships, I mean, Bill won for a goddamn decade. Didn't nobody win for a whole decade? But I'm looking at stats, I'm looking at all of that. And I say Kareem because he owns all the fucking stats. That's the greatest to me. Championships and all that, he's right there with Mike. Oh, I'm sorry, with you, because since you're here, I'm not used to Michael Jordan being in my chat room, so I appreciate that. LeBron is not in the discussion. He got my number. I will be sure to answer on the 6th round. See, now I really know it's Michael Jordan because he is a classic shit talker. Mike is a classic shit talker. I get it. All right, Mike. I'm going to stop fucking with you, man. I'm going to stop fucking with you. Pan-Africanism is dead. Most Africans don't practice Pan-Africanism. Yeah, we got more motherfuckers over here practicing it than over there. That's what you got to understand. We got more motherfuckers practicing it over here. I mean, you know, your Dr. Omars and shit like that. You know, these motherfuckers, they're out of control. Ain't them N Cobra motherfuckers? Aren't they Pan-Africanists too? Was it N Cobra or NARC? I don't know which one it is. And there's some of them Chicago motherfuckers, you know, they've been talking that crazy shit. They're Pan-Africanist, you know, the one that's always wearing the dashiki and shit. Kind of looks like Sidney Poitier and shit a little bit. You know, I forgot his name. Brother Arthur Ward ran his ass one day. Everybody knows they up on his game. They basically said he's just looking for a bag. He's just looking for a bag, so he jumped in with the Pan-Africanists, and that's where he's at. So this guy having more points. You did. I'm not saying, hey, we're not talking about scoring averages. We're not even talking about championships. We're not talking about any of that. Talking about overall stats. They haven't played 2 fucking decades. Nobody else has played 20 years, right? Anybody else played 20 plus years? Kobe played 20 years, right? Maybe got close. The numbers are relevant. But to be the goal, there are other factors. This is very true. But there's a lot to say about that, because the backs you had to step on to get to where you get, you know, you slayed them, you know. But if you remember a little bit in the mid part of your career, there was a team called the Detroit Pistons that you couldn't overcome. And I remember that. Go Stones. You couldn't get by Joey D. Joey D put the clamps on you, and we had the Jordan rules. And you abided by them for several seasons. And yes, Africans don't even co-sign Japan. They heavily divided. Yeah. And I think truly what has to happen for us is we've got to let all of those distractions, see, those are rigmarole players too. You know, your Umars, your this and your that and your other people and shit like that. Those are rigmarole players too. You know, I don't even care whether he builds that school or not. I don't give a fuck about that school. You need to understand. Umar Johnson, and I said I was really never going to talk about him too much anymore, but I think I just got it right now. Him in that school has now become so cancerous. After seeing him in that fucking casino, I mean, I had already thought he was on some scam shit with some of the other stuff, but when I saw him in that casino, he lost all credibility with me. I mean, literally talking, I don't give a fuck if you're joking, bro. You can't even joke like that anymore, bro. You're not even in a position where you could joke like that. Where you've come from, and you've been such a straightforward person, to see you off in a fucking casino trying to fucking win money for the school we've gotten there. I thought you were bad enough with the grit money. I thought you asking for my grit, because you ain't gonna get my grit money, motherfucker. I eat grits and I like grits. I'm not giving you no fucking money for your school, Umar. Fuck you and your school, bro. I don't believe that academy is yours either. I'm starting to see some cracks in that armor. I think they got a land contract or something on that motherfucker. I have a hard time believing that he has secured that building. I have a hard time believing it. And he's not moving forward expeditiously the way he said he would once he actually got a building. How come you can't get shit fixed in there? There's something wrong. And I'm not going off into that, but yeah, he needs to stop. He needs to fucking stop. Most definitely. USADOF, the United Sons and Daughters of Freedmen. Most definitely salute to them, all in here, all around. If we're not talking freedmen shit, we're not talking. That's just what it is. I'm not negotiating on anybody else's shit. If you got a claim overseas, take that claim overseas. That's where you take that claim. But you can't take that claim and bring it here and think that you're going to ride here. You can't ride that here. But, so here's the thing. So since we're talking about reparations, so the disengagement happened. And, I think we all became, if we already weren't already following Dr. Sandy Darity, Dr. William Sandy Darity, if we were not already following him, and if we didn't, buy his book and start reading his book and start, checking it all out from his point of view and perspective, if y'all were doing that before, I mean, I wasn't doing it before the whole ADOS thing. I have to be honest with you. I was not up on Dr. Sandy Darity. But then once I got to it, I was like, damn, he's the guy. Dr. Darity is the guy, And what's that? As simple as that. I appreciate Omar and his work. I hope he is sincere in school. I do not agree with the grit money nonsense. No, but did you see the casino stuff? Air, did you see the casino thing? The casino thing was actually more embarrassing than the grit money thing. Did you see that? What's up, Doug? Shout out to King Randall for acquiring 3 buildings for his boys' boarding school. Hey, I'm not going to say anything negative about King Randall, at least on this stream. I think there's a few holes in his story too, but I'm not really worried about that right now. The fact that it looks like he's trying to do something positive, I think he's not really being taken seriously because he is so young. But King Randall, that's his name, Randall King, whatever his name. He's got some help. Okay. He talks a lot of shit, but he's also got some resources at his back. And there's nothing wrong with that. Y'all never going to hear me get on here and badmouth the motherfucker because he's got some resources, okay? That you're never going to do that. That's right. Take it over there. Take that over there. Go on, get. You don't have a claim over here. You take that over there, okay? Yeah, it was horrible. Yeah. I don't really understand how he allowed that to be filmed. If anybody's putting a camera up to your face and you are Umar Dashiki Warren Johnson in a casino, dude, you got to tell, hey, man, you can't do that. I'm just here on my downtime. No, he made a full all slaw fucking video of this shit. He made a full video. I need it for the hard 8. Mama needs shoes. We need a school. What the fuck, nigga? Are you crazy? But yeah, I just think that there's a few holes in King Randall's story, and I think the biggest thing is, he's linked in with the Rollers. His father's a pretty high up police officer. I don't think he's just a patrolman. I think he might be DEA or ATF or some shit like that, I believe. So he's got resources at his back, and he's making it kind of seem like he's just out here doing his thing, like nobody, like y'all just standing still. No, he's got some access, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with him having access. And I hope what he does is true as well. I want all these brothers to be true out here. I don't want anybody to be in a situation where they are looking like they're going to do something, they don't do something, and we don't go back and check why they didn't do something, and then just to find out that it was just a fucking bum. Because I don't really think that Umar is an actual bum. I just think the motherfucker, he's got that money. That money was coming straight to Umar. Them Cash Apps, them Venmos, them PayPals, money orders, checks, cash. Umar got a hold of that money, and I think hey, man, I think that money just took him over, man. He saw it coming in, and he knows as long as he continues to do books and do book tours and go here and go there, there'll be checks and there'll be money orders. There'll be donations, gifts. I get it. He got too deep. When you're in that type of situation, what you do is you keep as far away from the motherfucking money as you can. When you get in some type of shit for some schools or some, buildings, museums, whatever and shit, you need to stay away from the money. That's one of the things that I do like about what Tariq is doing with this museum. If nobody's up on that Black History Museum that Tariq Nasheed is talking about doing, I like what he's doing. That money is not going directly to him. That money is not going directly to him. And frankly, if the money is not raised, the money goes back to the people who donate it. Okay. Is Dr. Umar rigmarole? He is absolutely rigmarole. Yes, he is. Dr. Umar is absolutely rigmarole because Dr. Umar stands on a fucking island. He stands on an island on the island that we stand on. We standing on the island of the United States of America, but goddamn, Dr. Umar, he's standing on the island of what? He's still standing on the island of Pan-Africanism? Come on, dog. That's over. Somebody needs to tell Umar that Pan-Africanism is over. Fuck, man. Umar comes off like he's on that sugar. Hey, Shanna. Come on now. The casino video is not the only time he has come off like this. His behavior is really off now. Yeah. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if I saw a Dr. Umar video. He don't like to do his shit landscape. He like to do his shit portrait, straight up. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Dr. Umar video like this and be like, family. I want to tell you something. Family. I need to tell you something. King Jaffe Joffer, Pan-Africanism, Prince Rogers Nelson, Blackest Panther ever, your brother Umar. I have more degrees than anybody else out here that nobody really can verify. Johnson, family. He'll get like halfway through some shit and then he'll just start back over. Like, you'll be like, what did I miss? You'll be putting the needle on the record like, what the fuck did I miss? He'll go, family. And he'll just be serious and shit. So, I hope he's not, but I just believe we're going to get one of those videos. He's just going to be family. Peace, family. And, he on that Michelle Pfeiffer? I don't know. You know what? You know what, Shanna? Hey, look, he say he looking for a queen, Shanna. I mean, he looking for a queen. He's all about the data. You might be able to straighten him out, Sister Shanna. You might be able to straighten him out, Take him through a quick 30-day, 12-stepper. Take him through that quick 12-stepper, And when he comes out, have him all dressed in the white dashiki and everything, he comes out pure, comes out on the other side, Don't never let him shave his mustache off again, though, Shanna. He looked crazy as hell when he was walking around with that beard and shit without a mustache. He looked crazy as a motherfucker. Don't ever let him shave that. If y'all ever, hook up or something like that, I don't know why I'm trying to push you over on the Umar, but we met back in 2016. Let me get that. Y'all see that? They met back in 2016. Oh, did you? Did you buy one of his books? Were you at one of his book shows, one of his conferences? Because if you did, or if you took a picture with him or something, I want to ask a question. If you didn't take a picture with him, then I'm not going to ask. Because Dr. Umar is kind of predatory. I see the way he takes pictures with the ladies. When he takes a picture with a lady, because he's a big motherfucker, he's a big motherfucker. So when he takes the pictures with the ladies, he makes sure he grabs. I think Dr. Umar be doing like how Jamie Foxx did in the Ray movie, how when they felt the lady's wrist, he said he felt the wrist to see what they look like. I think Dr. Umar does that with women's waist. I think he puts his arm around them and then he has a couple fingers on the waist, and then I think he sees if them other two fingers gonna hit that hip meat. See, if that hip comes out, Dr. Umar might be like Ray Charles, like, But if his hand don't hit nothing and his fingers just out there dangling, and didn't catch no hip, then you might not be, a candidate or something like that. No, he did. But you've seen it though, Shanna, haven't you? You've seen him take them pictures and he be right on the cusp. He be right on the cusp. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, man. Dr. Umar he be out at his book shows like, look, I'm looking for a queen tonight. So if you're coming up for a book, we got to take a picture. And, that's probably, pretty traumatic for some of these women out here. He did take a picture with me and a friend. Okay. Was the friend a lady? Did he put his arm around her? He didn't take no picture and not get one in. I'm trying to tell you. And don't let two ladies be there. And he does the arm thing. Then he really looks kind of like a pimp. You know how pimps used to sit back and have their arms around their ladies? He'll do that with two ladies. I'm like, wait a minute. These are supposed to be like platonic things. He should be holding the books and the ladies holding maybe one part of the book. Why does he have his arms around both ladies, grabbing on the cusp of their hips? He's on the cusp. I'm trying to tell you. He said, I got to chill. Sorry, man. I'm just telling it the way I see it. It's the way my mind sees it. So I gotta speak it the way I see it. But Dr. Umar, so fuck with him on that Pan-Africanist shit, bro. We done got all of it in Dr. Umar and shit. We ain't even talked about the motherfuckers we supposed to be talking about. It's time to get into the goddamn content. It's time to get into the goddamn content here. We're gonna talk about some problems. So when it came about, and it's happening a lot more now. It's happening a lot more with these entertainers and athletes and different things like that. They get into the political thing, but they're really not in the political thing. Okay. But what happens is they get roped in by the candidate and maybe the eventual winner, and they're just on some shit, man. They're just on some shit. We ain't causing no fuss, man. This is all truthful shit, man. That's why I want to know. I want to know documentation. I could have came up with my own imaginative story about Sister Shanna, and it was a tour. She put it in there. It was a tour, and he came to the Black River Fraternity in Berkeley, Mother's Day weekend. So, oh boy, a Mother's Day thing. Oh, Umar. Did he come in his all white? Because he likes to put that all white on. He likes to be just pure. He just likes to be pure. He loves to wear that white, or he wears gold a lot and shit. I've noticed he wears gold. Yeah, he likes to get his Prince Akeem on and shit. So these notables, I really don't like calling them celebrities. I found that out. I thought brothers would have been his main audience too. MJ, I thought brothers would have been his main audience. Black women are his core audience. His wheelhouse is black women, single black women. Yes. Impressionable black women. Yes. Yes. See, you're not that, Sister Shannon. You're not impressionable like that. So you're not gonna put you out there. You know, you got game. You got game. You ain't no simp, Sister Shannon. So that's cool. You know. So I know you didn't get taken down. I know you didn't get taken down. So but these notables out here that get mixed up with the political people, that's a problem. Because during the process, I mean, it doesn't make me any never mind, but it's so obvious that they try to go to the most popular. This presidential administration is caught up in pop culture more than any other presidential administration. I don't believe that I've ever seen a presidential administration more caught up in pop culture than this one since I've been living. Even Ronald Reagan as a fucking Hollywood actor, he didn't have a whole lot of fucking celebrities and shit hanging out and throwing parties and doing this and doing that and sitting down in interviews with the current people of the day like that. Joe Biden and Kamala Imhoff, they really like the celebrity, the notable. They want the people who influence the people. I bet you they've actually met with influencers. I bet you they've met with social media influencers. Because you never know. You see how active they are on IG? Joe Biden and Kamala Imhoff are active on IG. Yeah. They are active. They leave a few posts a day. They leave more posts on IG a day than I do, I believe. A 78-year-old fucking president and a black VP who's the most influential Asian. You know, who'd have thunk it? Single black mothers in particular, because his profession is in the educational field and he specializes in boys. So when you got somebody who is a specialist dealing with young black males, single black mothers with young black males are going to flock. They are going to flock. And when you flock, you'll flourish. He serves the same purpose as the pimp preacher, substitute boyfriend, man friend, husband. Yeah. Wow. Wow. There's brother Brian C. Johnson with a word for today. He's no different. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that he's chosen, because I believe the motherfucker is one of the most brilliant minds out here in black intelligentsia. He's just used it for the wrong reasons. He's used it for the wrong ways, and now he's in the casino asking for money. Gotta go, bro. Can't fuck with you anymore. Yeah. So Cardi B, let's just jump right into it. Seeing that we're fucking almost an hour in this bitch. No, it's 40 minutes. That ain't bad. We're almost an hour. So let's jump right into Cardi B. Can we jump right into Cardi B? You know, can we jump into Cardi B? There's a lot of motherfuckers that jumped into Cardi B, so I guess we can jump into Cardi B. Couple more motherfuckers ain't gonna hurt. Ain't gonna hurt nobody. Ain't gonna hurt nobody. We're just dancing, y'all. So there's Cardi B. Okay, so we back on our shit. What you got there, Brother B? You said politicians are looking to rope in the Gen Z group, seeing as many of them from older generations have been disillusioned from the bullshit and through experience. Yeah, that's us, and we're done with them. They know we're done with them, so they got to get some new motherfuckers. They trying to get some people naturalized. They trying to get the Gen Zs. Oh yeah, they trying to do this. They said, look, we done fucked up. We done fucked up with the niggas. Okay, they don't like us no more. And everybody that we trying to help out, the Asians, the Latinos, and the Native Americans, they done figured out the bullshit too, and they not even voting the way the blacks was voting. See, we vote 80-90% Democrat. The Latinos was 2 out of 3. Shit, 2 out of 3, 6 out of 10. But you trying to help them, but you won't help us, and we voting damn near 90%. So now we gonna let you see how you gonna do this on your own. Oh yeah. Can't nobody fuck with him when he's in his bag. When Umar is in his bag, can't nobody fuck with him. I don't believe. I don't believe. Whatever he's done, he's read shit. Okay, he's read it, and he can regurgitate it with the best of them. It's just that extra shit is what I don't need. You're an educator. Okay, you're an educator. You're a scholar, but you don't go beating everybody up with that. You don't go beating everybody up with that. He likes to beat people up with his intelligence, and I don't fuck with that. I don't fuck with that. You're not going to be a bully with your brain, bitch. Gen Z. I didn't catch you. Oh, Gen Z is okay. 97 to 2015. I don't think they can reach them. Even the celebrities that they're going for. I'm going to say Tekashi, Cardi, and others stole the ring. Okay. Sure. Now, when you think about that, psychedelic, freedom, you know, we are who we are. Tekashi, not black. Cardi, not black. The rainbow hair, remember the rainbow afro? Hell, there was more white people that had rainbow afros than black people. Now, you walk around with a rainbow afro, but you don't like me with my black afro. See how fucked up it was? They liked the hairstyle. They just didn't like that we created it. But they'd wear the motherfucker in a rainbow. You'd see more white people with rainbow afros than you would obviously see black people. Black people didn't have to have a rainbow afro. Our afro was the most powerful as a black afro. You're very right there. Y'all some polite motherfuckers. When y'all say thank you and shit, I love that shit. When y'all say thank you to each other in the chat room, I love that shit. I can't wait till I get about, 50,000 subscribers. I'm only about 45, 48, 49, 5 away from that. So when I get that many, I'll get a producer. And then I won't have to fuck with all this shit here. I wish I was somebody just be like, hey, man, I'll just take care of the chat room so you can just do your thing, because it really slows me up. But it's okay. What's that, Michael J? Interesting. You might be right. Well, they know who the fuck George Clinton is. They absolutely know who George Clinton is. Absolutely. Just like, Bruno Mars and shit always talking about, oh yeah, I used to do Elvis and shit. I used to imitate Elvis and shit. Motherfucker, you are a carbon copy of a Prince Michael Jackson cocktail. How dare you fucking disrespect those two and say that you did Elvis? You did Elvis routines because that might have been what the fuck they wanted to see. That might have been what they wanted to see. I'd be real surprised if they don't know who he is. When the Jackson 5 had the afro and the afro was named, I was like, yeah, you're right. Dancing Machine, yeah. Yeah, the people that take care of them. If they didn't know who George Clinton was, Tekashi's hair looks just like how George Clinton's was for a while. I mean, I don't know what it looks like now. I ain't seen him in fucking a while, but yeah, he was doing that same type of shit. They know exactly who the fuck he is. Parliament, Funkadelic, all that psychedelic shit. They know. They try to suppress it and act like they come up with some new shit. But yeah, I got, I mean, I was fucking with Bruno Mars music for a minute, but when he came out and started talking that Elvis shit, yeah, I was performing Elvis. Really? You did all those Elvis routines, and then that now turned into you trying to fuck with Prince and Michael Jackson type shit? Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I mean, Cardi B grew up in New York. She grew up in New York. I don't know where Tekashi 6ix9ine grew up. But Parliament Funkadelic spans across 6 decades. And there are certain songs. I mean, everybody knows Flashlight. Everybody knows Atomic Dog. Everybody knows the sample of Knee Deep with De La Soul. And One Nation Under a Groove is an anthem. So it's really hard not to know those songs, even if you're someone like a Cardi B or a Megan Thee or a Tekashi. They're not fucking dumb. That generation knows. They know. Did I get that one out? Yep. And being around hip hop and all that shit, I mean, hip hop's not hip hop without James Brown and Parliament Funkadelic. It's just not. And everybody knows George Clinton. That's just common. So Cardi B, it was a situation where I just found it to be so disrespectful. It was so disrespectful to politics. It was disrespectful to the political world to know that our presidential candidate, our president, anybody that we would put in that office would stoop so low as to have a conversation with Cardi B. I mean, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? What is this doing here for us here? For Joe Biden to sit down with Cardi B and have a conversation, try to actually have a serious conversation with her, fucked me up. It fucked me up, bro. And, I'm getting tired of the word bro to the point where I'm starting to say it so much, I need to stop saying it. Because I used to say bruh all the time. Now I don't even want to say it because everybody says bro. And I hate to hear women call each other bro. When a woman calls another woman bro, I just hate that shit. I think it's the dumbest shit in the world. She's not your bro, she's your sis. Why can't you say sis? Why you got to say bro and she's a sis? I hate to hear 2 women, bro. So what's next? Men gonna be going around calling each other sis? Yo, sis. Yeah, sis. Really? This is some dumb shit. Stay in your fucking place. Sis, you're a sis. You are a sis. You sick, dog. We just want equality. I don't want equality. I'll keep telling y'all that. I don't give me no goddamn equality. Shit, you got equality, you broke. I don't need equality. I need advantage. I need advantage. I don't need equality. White people ain't got equality. They got advantage. And they got equity. Y'all got too many motherfucking words in there. There are too many letters in there. Equality, nah. Equality, you broke. Take some of them letters out and give me equity, and I'll fuck with you. I don't need no goddamn equality so I can be broke like y'all motherfuckers. No, I need to be advantageous. Don't give me equality. Give me an advantage. Give me a 400-year head start like some of y'all motherfuckers have had. Shit. You motherfuckers had a 400-year head start. You had a 246-year head start, and the race was only y'all. How did you not win? White people won for 246 years because nobody else was in the motherfucking race. I mean, y'all just on your mark, get set, go. You knew you was going to win the race. For 246 years. All right, now you went a little smart on me there. Break that down for me, Brother B. White people have the war spoils of generational plunder. Break that down for me. I need you to just come down a little bit with that. Just come down a taste with that on the IQ scale, because I'm with you, I think, but I just need you to just dumb it down a tad bit. Where am I at on this thing here? We're gonna run it back because it don't even matter and shit. It's just us, shit. So I thought it was fucked up. I thought it was totally fucked up for them to have a conversation with Cardi B. Now, they won't have a meeting with Ice Cube. They don't want to talk with anybody that's sincere about reparation. Oh, shit. That's what I wanted to show. Yeah. Y'all mind if I break away from the problems and the non-solution solvers just for a minute? Because I want to. You know what? Mark, okay. We've always been prisoners. We're going to do it right after this, after B breaks us down. We've always been prisoners for war in the system of white supremacy. And anytime we've pulled ourselves up, they come in and plunder our gains. Absolutely. Absolutely. It took us 246 years to get our independence. And every time we gained a bit of solvency, they came through and destroyed it, figured out a way to destroy it so we would be at square one again. Yes. Yes. So I just gotta go away from this, because this right here, it's important, because it's important that we talk about these problems out here. Okay, we talk about these problems, but what's really important for me is that we get together. I always say, we're gonna do our own shit out here. We got to get together. We got to get together. We can't be concerned with everybody else. We got to be concerned with ourselves first before we go present ourselves against it. Because if it's going to be a fight, the best way to fight a fight is to be in unison. You don't just go out there like no wild, crazy animals and not have no strategy. You got to have a strategy. And if this is going to be a fight, then we have to fight strategically. So let me make sure this is queued up still. Hold on a second. Yep. So this shit is queued up. So check this shit out, man. So Dr. Darity was on the Black News Channel. Dr. Darity was on the Black News Channel. And I've really tried to maintain and give them some respect as they've started this thing out. I know they got some soft shoe shit going, but in the midst of their soft shoe shit, I really said, you know what? If these motherfuckers just stand up and start talking about the right shit, they could be a viable part of black media. They could be a viable part. But if they just want to do that soft shoe shit, then they're not going to be a viable part of media. But I saw this. Mark Lamont Sanford Hill had Dr. William Sandy Darity on. It was a pretty good interview, about 15 minutes long. A little longer than that with the commercials. They ain't got that many commercials. They ain't got that many advertisers because they're who they are. They're the Black News Channel, owned by two white men. So I want to see who the program director is. I want to see who the GM is, the GSM. I want to see who all that is. That's what I want to see. I want to see the national sales, the local sales. I want to see all those managers. I want to see your content, creator staff. I want to see it. If they're not predominantly black, that station's going to fail. I want to see them right now, not not black owned. Absolutely not black owned. Absolutely. No. Abba Khan owns it and some other body else. There's a Khan, there's Abba Khan, and then somebody else. Yes. So let me get into this real quick and just show you. This is why it's very difficult for us, because people want to nitpick. He thought he was being crafty with his whole thing with Dr. Darity, but Dr. Darity, I think, actually got him straight. And it's not that long, because I'm just going to take a bit and piece of it. Hopefully I don't get tagged. I did put my disclaimer up at the beginning about fair use of things, and this is for educational materials as well. I'm not trying to make money off the Black News Channel or their content, so leave my fucking shit alone. You guys are already taking my subscribers away. You guys know I lost 7 subscribers in the last couple of days? Motherfuckers. I'm out here losing subscribers like a cancer patient losing weight. Bernie Mac, got it. Let's go here. Bam, bam. Yeah. Okay. Bam, bam. Check this shit out, man. Check this shit out. Oh, got to share the audio. See, I'm working. I'm in my producer bag right now. I'm not going to forget. Check the audio. Check this shit out. Listen.
On reparations for enslaved and for persons who have ancestors who were enslaved in the United States, and I fundamentally agree with those 2 principles that I just mentioned, and I think those are principles that are shared by all of these groups.
You were often associated, though, specifically with the ADOS group, with the work of Antonio Moore and Yvette Carnell. Are you?
Well, I doubt if either one of them would associate me with their current activities.
Not anymore. Yeah, that was going to be my question. What happened? It seemed like they were at one point. You all were working together. It seemed like, and more recently, I've seen critiques and even allegations that you're sort of trying to undermine or co-opt the movement. What happened there?
I really don't know. It's somewhat of a mystery to me, and I'm still reeling a little bit because I think I've been consistent and being fully committed to the cause of reparations.
Are you hopeful at this moment that we will see a pivot? I've looked at this issue for a very long time, not in my professional scholarly work as you have, but I've certainly been an organizer and an activist around this, and we've been talking reparations for decades. We've always wanted it. We've always hoped for it. But from my perspective, this seems like the first time that there's a public appetite for it, that we're not getting rejected out of hand in the public policy arena. Are you hopeful that we'll see reparations in our lifetime?
Well, I'm not sure if I'll live long enough to see it happen, but I think that we're in a position that's more propitious than any that I've ever experienced while I've been on this planet. And I think it's a debt that's owed that has been overdue for 156 years So the question is whether or not the climate is more suitable today for making the move towards full and comprehensive reparations. And I'll say this, here are some grounds for optimism. In the year 2000, about 4% of white Americans were willing to indicate that they supported reparations for Black Americans. By the year 2018, that percentage had risen to about 16. And today, the most recent surveys that I've seen indicate that that percentage is closer to 30. So still not in a position that would lead us to be able to enact a reparations program at the congressional level, but a far better situation than the one that existed at the start of the current century, and one that's promising about prospects for reparations becoming a reality, hopefully in the near future.
So Dr. Darity's solid, you know, he's solid. And I'm not going to get into all the shit that, you know, I've heard on the air with YC and AM. But I have heard them basically say that, you know, he was working against the movement, basically. I pretty much saw them use his material and his data and his research to build their movement. And then it just seemed like, you know, and I'm starting to understand that YC is a shit starter, and everybody's not going to put up with that. I mean, Dr. Darity don't need to put up with that. He's a motherfucking scholar. He's an extreme scholar. He's an extreme scholar, you know? And he don't need to put up with her and her bullshit. And I don't think AM is confrontational like that. So I don't think there's going to be like that. He'll just shoot some jabs. But YC will get in to do the whole thing and get on Twitter and get everybody all riled up and shit. Personally, Brother B, I ain't never heard Mark Lamont Sanford Hill talk about reparations. Ever. I saw him out there on the BLM trails, but I ain't never heard him talk in depth. So I was really going to put in YouTube Mark Lamont Hill. I wouldn't put Mark Lamont Sanford in there because it probably wouldn't come up. But Mark Lamont Hill, reparations, and just see when he spoke on it. Because I don't know no time that he spoke on reparations. Now, he may have, but I don't know no time. Don't you know no good? So I don't know no time. Who is this, man? This is so rough. Teaching her to play that way, so hopefully she doesn't intimidate people on the playground, but I think she already does. She's kind of a bully. She's really small, though. Fucking gonna get knocked out. You want to focus on... Yeah. Yeah. Yep. She did an entire episode attempting to expose Darity and claim he was trying to lead the movement. She does more campaigns against blacks in the movement than open YouTube. I mean, she does. You know, it's so crazy. She manages to pick a fight with this person, that person, those people. And I'm just like, damn, is that what do you call it? beneficial, productive. I mean, damn, you pick a fight with everybody that's supposed to be on our side. We lose all these quality motherfuckers or get disengaged out here, instead of running with a flock. Everybody's blah, 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 blah. And we're all supposed to be running for the same thing, but it's fucked up, dude. You won't give it up to Lou Alcindor, but you give it up to William Darity. I'll fuck with that, man. I'll fuck with that. I'll fuck with a scholar over an athlete. I don't need the athlete to be the greatest motherfucker out here. Because every time we had an athlete that's the greatest motherfucker out there, they take him down too. Shit, Muhammad Ali was the greatest, called himself the greatest, and then what did they do? They took him down. O.J. Simpson, the greatest motherfucker out there, they took him down. Shit, every motherfucking person that we listened to in the goddamn 60s, 70s, and 80s, they took down. Michael, Prince, Luther, they all gone. Whitney, they gone. They take them down, take powerful people down. We trying to get our minds right, trying to get our spirits right. It took Malcolm down. It took Martin down. They'd already taken Medgar down. They take us down, dude. They take us down. So we don't need that kind. They're not going to fuck with Dr. Darity. That's the funny thing. They won't come for Dr. Darity. He's a scholar. He's a scholar. And he's like, hey, I'm a scholar. Many of the people she spoke against, I now watch A. Tariq, BTP, others just before they had their B. Yeah. I fucked with Tariq before. And the only reason that I stopped fucking with Tariq was because I didn't like the beefs, but I didn't like the beefs to continue on. Like, he's too talented for that shit. He's too talented to just continue that. I mean, because when he moves with some shit, his people move with it. So to sit there and just be on that shit like continuously, it's just like, dude, come on, man, let it go. But then he gets back in his bag, and I mean, hey, I was on that early fucking run. Wait, when you don't play the music for a while, the Bluetooth just turns off. Sorry about that. I'll get my shit all set up one day where it'll all be going through the board. I just ain't figured out that connection. I cannot get that connection to go. I think I'm one device short still, so I don't know. I'll figure it out. What's I saying? Maybe more. Yeah. So yeah. But yeah, I had fucked with Tariq before. And he's gone through he goes through his bouts with more than them, but all of them. I mean, I just think that all the beefs, if we're all fighting for the same shit, and see, this old nigga style right here. It's just old nigga style. Y'all don't have to listen to any of this because I know the younger people y'all all younger than me. I don't even think anybody's in there to be fucking with me to be right around my age and shit. Most of the people are younger. And the beef is absolutely all rigmarole, but it is needed because division is divine. We need to be able to discern from the real from the absolutely. I get it. But sometimes you're gonna have that. You're gonna have that amongst the collective. What you don't do is you don't get out here and you get to working against the collective. We got a ton of people that work against the collective, and it's just like, what the fuck? How do you do that? As a black man, as a black woman, how do you work against the collective? How do you look your own people in the face? You look at your mama, you look at your grandma, your grandpa. How do you look those people in the face and say, I'm not with you? You picked cotton. You sharecropped. Your parents were slaves. Nah. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. I'm out of here, niggas. I mean, what the fuck do you do as a person who doesn't support your own people? And we've literally, when I'm a motherfucker like Herschel Walker, I try to tell people, like, don't pay any attention to Herschel Walker. Herschel Walker's not going to hurt us. What's going to hurt us is when we don't galvanize and we don't unify. People like Herschel Walker are walking minstrel shows with muscles. Just let them be who they are. He's going to play out. Herschel Walker is going to play out. Ain't nobody electing that thick neck nigga. Anybody's neck that's like that, they're not getting elected. Okay? Don't nobody want to see him. We loved Herschel when he was scoring touchdowns. Don't nobody want to see him as a fucking senator. Shit. Fuck Herschel Walker. Sorry about that. So yeah, man. Oh, the speaker went off. I ain't even gotta play that shit. No, I don't need that. So okay, so we gotta go to who's in there? This is very true. This is very true. Because they're gonna stay. Some of them are just gonna get slaughtered. Of that 30 million, MJ, how many do you think are just gonna get flat out slaughtered? Because we don't have more. I don't believe we have more than 25% lions. But there's that 30% that are just sheep. How many of them will just lay there and get slaughtered? How many will actually escape? Would you say that like 15 million will get slaughtered? Like we would just lose, literally lose 25%, 28% of our people just getting slaughtered? Because you figure if half of the 30 million, then you take that 15 and add it to the 10, you only got 25 million. You're just over half of what you had. You better get to procreating. It's time for the procreation. It's time for the procreation. It's time for the procreation. Yeah. Can't lose that many people to the slaughter. And we've got food deserts. We've got race wars. We've got all kinds of shit coming for the 30 million sheep. I told people it's going to be chemical this time. And it's going to be a breakdown of shit. A breakdown. Things are going to be broken down, and then people will languish. Trying to tell you. They're going to languish. They're going to leave you with no food. They're going to leave you with no jobs. They're going to leave you with no homes. Nah. Everybody ain't gonna make it. Everybody ain't gonna get out of this shit, man. Everybody ain't gonna get out. Excuse me, I gotta stretch. Sorry. Oh. Yeah. Everybody ain't gonna make it, man. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. You know. You just gotta protect your people. Hopefully you can take care of your people and shit. Grandbaby is 2, man. That's wild. So yeah. So we did Cardi B. Right? Did Cardi B? And then Cardi B. We got to bring that up. Yeah, there we go. We go from Cardi B. And we go to Megan Thee. From Cardi B to Megan Thee and Auntie. These heifers. As I start to talk, let me just put that up there. At least give myself a reminder that we are freedmen, even though we are looking at two held captive beings here. Megan Thee, I don't really know her. I think she just wanted to be a star. I think she's gotten pulled into the sensationalism of what hip hop is now. So I think she just wanted to be a star. Okay. She just wanted to be a star. And then they basically were like, you want to do this, then you got to get in here and do this. And she just kept going and going and going and going and going. And I think she's like 6 feet or close to it. It's pretty tall, Amazon-like type shit. And her body features are just, So she's a sex symbol. Nothing wrong with that. Sex symbol, rap artist, this, that, and the other. We've been here before. No problem. But what the fuck does she have to do with Maxine Waters? Maxine Waters is in LA. Megan is in Atlanta. What does that have to do with each other? Why did they need to have a talk? Why did they need to have a talk? What was there for them to talk about? Maxine Waters has one of the worst districts in the country, has the highest, I believe, highest black homeless rate in the country. And the bitch is over the CBC. If you don't get her funky vinegar smelling ass up out of this bitch, I don't give a fuck what wig she puts on. She's not for us at all. I thought Maxine Waters was DOF. I thought she was DOF. You know what? I got a second. Let me challenge here. Fucking whore. Maxine. If they show me some goddamn Caribbean shit, St. Louis, Missouri. So let's get into her shit. Because if she's St. Louis, Missouri, we see where her people from. I think she black. Early life education. Maxine was born in St. Louis to the daughter of Remus and Velma. Oh yeah, they DOF like a motherfucker. Her mama and daddy's name is Remus and Velma. Them descendant names right there. Remus and Velma. Yeah. The fifth of 13. Oh yeah, that's DOF. They had 13. She's the fifth of 13 children. Shit. Remus was doing his thing. Waters was raised by her single mother after her father left the family when Maxine was 2. God damn, Remus. Oh, shit. God damn, Remus. Remus popped out 13, was like, I'm about this bitch. God damn. Oh, man. Hey, man. I'm just here reporting what I need to report on. I ain't be got no weapon. Shit. The fifth of 13 children, Waters was raised by her single mother after her father left the family when Maxine was 2. Now, she was the fifth of 13, so there was 8 after. So wait a minute, where the fuck these other ones come from? Did Remus just keep dipping back in there? Pop. All right, I'm about to this bitch. There's 13 kids. They didn't do 13 and she's the fifth. I don't know how that all worked out. Sheila Lee is definitely not DOF. She is definitely not DOF. You knew she wasn't DOF when she was doing that dance in Tulsa. When she was doing that dance in Tulsa, you knew she wasn't DOF. That was not a Friedman twerk. Sorry. You knew she was. Nah, that was not a DOF twerk. Do you think Maxine's having a hot girl summer with that? What? Maxine ain't got no WAP no more. Maxine ain't got no. That's not even Luke. That's not even lukewarm. No. WAP. No. She might have some DOP. She ain't got no more WAP. She might have some DOP. Shit. No. Personal life. She's rich as fuck. Maxine Waters' second husband, Sid Williams, played professional football in the NFL, and he's a former U.S. ambassador of the Bahamas under the Clinton administration. They live in the Windsor Square neighborhood of Los Angeles. And 2020, Maxine Waters confirmed that her sister, Velma Moody, had died at age 86. Okay. I don't say nothing about nobody else. Yeah. That wouldn't be considered foreplay anymore. That'd be considered more like an archaeological dig. You know, going in on Maxine Waters, you know, you really, you know, it's kind of like going to the dinosaur museum and shit. You're going there. That's not good. No. It's not good. But there was no reason to talk to her. And she was so nervous. And Maxine Waters, you girl, you not gonna be nervous up here. She tried to be younger. You see that how they tried to put a younger wig on Maxine that day? You know, they tried to put that younger wig on there. And you know, they got a really high setting bra. You know, Maxine still ain't sitting up like that at 86. They got her bra's higher than Megan's bra. I'm glad Megan wore something respectable. You know, you can tell she came from a decent family. She's just not like a wild dog out here, like the way she be acting sometimes. Francis, she. Brother B just comes in. Yeah. Yeah, man. They just had no reason to talk. I don't want to know Megan the fuck it Stallion's political views. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna call her Stallion. Y'all want to call her Stallion? Y'all want to say the woman got a ding-a-ling? She got a ding-a-ling. Oh, fuck it. Megan got ding-a-ling. She a stallion. She got ding-a-ling. I already told you. A stallion is a horse with a ding-a-ling. Now I'm gonna call her Megan the Stallion. Okay, I'm gonna call her Megan the ding-a-ling. Fuck it. Fuck it. That's the way y'all want to do this. Two can play that game. Megan the ding-a-ling. Yeah, because that's what it is. If it's a stallion, they got ding-a-ling. So, anyways. Now, I guess everybody's on the baby. Baby. Everybody's on him. I guess he said some crazy shit at one of his concerts or something. I don't know. I haven't really gotten into it. I've seen a little bit of bits and pieces on a couple of podcasts, but I don't know exactly what he did. So I'm not going to speak on that. I'm not here for that. Okay. They said he made some xenophobic, some, homophobic, what other kind of phobic? Pizza phobic, hot dog with mustard phobic, all kind of shit. He said all kind of shit at a concert. So a whole bunch of people are mad at him right now. And I wonder, seeing that the baby, he did his thing and he got some clout somehow he got some clout and it brought him to this state. The boy got some clout. He had some clout. I don't really understand what he's done to have clout. Does he have a platinum selling album? Is it sold out? Is he selling out in the stores? I don't know. But I know he did this. See, he did this. This is what the baby did. Claustrophobic, yeah. Look like right here he got Kamalaphobic. Now he wearing a mask, but she's not wearing a mask. Why wasn't she wearing a mask in their meeting? If the baby was wearing a mask, why wasn't the VP wearing a mask? You got the baby masked up, the VP not masked up. What's going on there? And she looks like she's just so wrapped up into what he's saying. She's so enthralled in the baby, what he's saying. And he masked up. She's probably like, damn. I usually read a motherfucker's lips, but he's got his mask on. Is that how she is right now? I usually read people's lips and shit, but this motherfucker's sitting up here with his goddamn mask on, and I can't read his lips. So she's got to tune in. She's got to totally tune in, be dialed in and shit. Mm-hmm. That's probably why Kamala wears her hair all the time over her ears. Kamala's probably got hearing aids and shit. She never wears her hair up. You ever notice how she never, ever wears her hair up? Her hair was always down. Kamala's got some fucking subwoofers in her ears. He said she has to pretend she's engaged and more importantly, one of us. We already know she's not one of us. Now, I don't know if the baby knows all of that. The baby probably ain't even paid attention to none of this, okay? The baby ain't paid attention to none of what's happening. And the fact that he's in the White House and he's in the VP's office, he is thrilled, okay? He's thrilled, but he's also being safe. This motherfucker had his mask on. It could have been like, can you take your mask off for like 3 seconds for the camera? He just had his shit on like, here, I'm gonna give you this mask. I'm gonna talk to you like this. That's where we're gonna be. Why wouldn't she have a mask on? I want to know why she wouldn't have a mask on. So she's just pelting him. She's just pelting him with potential shit. We don't know what it is that she might have. She might have something. She might have a variant. We don't even know about it that time. And she didn't have a mask on, but he had one on. See, you got to give the baby credit here. You got to give the baby credit. He wore a mask. The VP didn't. The baby did. The VP didn't. Sorry to say that shit all fast. The baby did. The VP didn't. There you go. Yep. Look at that shit. Look at that shit. See, that's a problem within itself. Not for the baby, for Kamala. All the shit they done talked about with the vaccine and all this shit, and the shots and all that shit, and how we need to be socially distanced and how we need to be masked up. She wasn't wearing a fucking mask here. Why wouldn't she be wearing a mask right here? But he's wearing one. Yeah, it's fucking bullshit. I'm telling you, it's bullshit. These motherfuckers are up here having meetings with rappers. They're having straight up political talks with rappers. And I don't even know how successful DaBaby is. I know he's successful in today's standards and he's buying out the stores and taking gym shoes to the projects. I get all that. But I'm talking about how successful is he really in the grand scheme of things. I know where Cardi B is at. I kind of know where Megan Thee is at. She's definitely nowhere near Cardi B or what's the other one with the out of shape Brazilian butt lift? Fuck. Nicki Minaj. Yeah. She's nowhere near there, but you know, and I think Melissa what's the little bitch's name? Megan. I think Megan needs to jump into movies. I think Megan needs to jump into movies and shit because she could be like the next Pam Grier. If they could teach Megan how to act, Megan could be the next Pam Grier. I think she really could. She really could. She could play some superhero type shit, but she could play, you know, that super dope black woman type shit. This is my daughter here, and I'm live. So hold on a second. What up?
Hey. So
I'm live right now. So what's up?
You're doing what?
I'm live right now. So this is gonna.
Oh, shoot. Okay. I was trying to see what we're doing this weekend. I talked to Kaylin about it.
All right, I'll call you back because we got to get that set up. So I'll call you right back. All right. So yeah. Absolutely. They should be sitting down having intelligent discussions with Dr. William Darity and A. Kirsten Mullen. But instead, they want to have conversations with DaBaby, Cardi B, Megan Thee. It makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. Appreciate you, bro. Did you just say that because my daughter called? He's like, man, I'm gonna say Happy Father's Day to him. Shit, his kids don't even watch his live. Shit, they just call him on the air. He's like, that brother needs some love. So yeah, man. Fuck no. No. Bill Haley never went to the goddamn White House. Shit. They weren't like talking to rock and roll people and shit. You never seen Jerry Lee Lewis and shit, you know, in the White House. Shit, Elvis and Jerry Lee Lewis married minors. Like statutory rape type shit. Yeah. Been great to bring their brides there. And you guys go off, you know, and drink a little bit and they can go get on the swings. The fuck? So yeah, everybody was tripping about what the fuck the baby did on some shit. But see, this is what I was tripping on about what the baby did because I thought it was just really dangerous. We know these kids are out here fucking trying to emulate these idiots. And I know we had our scenarios where we tried to emulate hip hop artists, but we really didn't try to emulate the hip hop artists because we knew that shit wasn't fucking real. We knew it wasn't real. But these kids are out here trying to emulate these artists, and the shit's not real. You know? Oh, I never put up Megan's shit. So let me just go there. We put up Cardi. We went right to Megan and Megan and Wig Lady. What the fuck is her name? Wig Lady. Maxine. Yeah, we put that up. So I never put Megan up. Let's put Megan up. See? Look at Megan. She's dressed as a booty out nurse. Beautiful woman. Megan, I'm not calling her a stallion and calling her beautiful because I don't go there. Megan the mayor. Megan the mayor is beautiful. Naturally. I heard she's natural. You know, some people have known her like in Georgia and shit, and they said she's natural. Yeah. So she got Cardi B and Nicki Minaj already beat because that's God given. That's God given. When you got it God given, yeah, okay. It's a little bit different when you got to go down to the Dominican Republic and come back and you're infirm because they didn't have any post-surgery care and you ain't got no goddamn painkillers and they didn't have no anesthesia, but you got a new butt that you have no idea what's inside of it. Okay, I got you. Yeah, there you go. You're winning. Nah, they didn't have Jet Li up there. They didn't have Margaret Cho up there. They didn't have Ken, what's his name? Ken, he played in the Hangover movies. You didn't see no Asians talking to motherfucking Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. They didn't give a fuck. They didn't give a fuck. And when it came time to get the money for the Asians, they didn't bring out no celebrities. They said, no, you stay back. You stay back. You say stop Asian hate, but we don't need you out here on a platform talking for us. We got all we need to people to talk for us. And the Asian people that was talking for them were politicians, not celebrities, not hula hands. We don't need no goddamn hula hands out here talking for us. So yeah, that was Megan. I might as well just skip to the other one just so I don't belabor the time. I've always liked when I hear a pastor say, I don't want to belabor the time. Like, motherfucker, we've already been here 3 fucking hours. You've belabored the shit out of the time, bro. Yeah, here we go. So this is the baby. This is the baby. This is the problem. This is the problem. They not on him about this, but they on him about the shit that he said on stage. What is it with our young black males? These oversexed, crazed maniacs. I mean, I don't know exactly how old this kid is. I don't know how old the other one is. That's all like this too. You got the baby, and then you got what's the other one that always does the crazy shit? I don't know. And then you got the gay one. You got Nas. You know, no, we don't call him Nas anymore. That's right. Because I got it out and I said Nas just to throw it out there. Montero. Yeah, his name is Montero Lamar. When you got Montero Lamar out here doing what he's doing, okay? You know. And now you've got the baby. Just makes no fucking sense. Why we have to be here? You're a music artist, bro. Now you want to be a porno star? You want to be a fucking porno star? What am I missing here in the chat? Hold on a second. See, and then you get in there with the shits too. Yeah, you come with the deep thought, brother Bid, then you get in there with the shits. No, they're not even advocating for bathing anymore. Them stinking motherfuckers. I don't know what's going on there. What's going on in the Kuchar household? Them motherfuckers stink. They said they only like bathe like once a week, like wash. So if you know they not bathing, you know they not washing their clothes or nothing. Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher stink. What the fuck is up with that? So the baby is 29. So he's almost 30 years old. He's old enough to know better. But if he ain't got the right people around him, this is where he's at. This is where he's at in life. This is what his thought process is. Now, I don't know if he has any children. I don't think he's married. But this is where he's at. This is what they're making him do to make $1. To make $1. This is what they're doing. We need reparations. We fucking need reparations. He probably not gonna say much about it, seeing that he is one. He's probably not illegal anymore. I don't think he's illegal, but yeah, he's an immigrant. You know, they stay on code, man. They stay on code. Hey, he washed up on the shores of America just like a lot of these motherfuckers did. He just made hay with it. That's all. He just made hay with it. So yeah. But y'all be good, man. It's been good talking to you, MJ, Brother B, Sister Shanna. I don't know where Free friend. Free ain't said nothing in a long time. Free must have fell asleep. She might have fell asleep on this, you know. Who else was up in here? Shit, I saw Doug up in here earlier. I'm scrolling back. All right, good dialogue today. You know, my chat room ain't popping like Kwame Brown's. I tried to live comment Kwame Brown shit, and I just much as the his chat room is fucking insane. Fucking sane. I've never seen a chat room like that. Well, at least I've never been a part of one like that. Well, you leave a comment on that motherfucker, man. God, MJ, it's a pleasure. Like I said, you know, you're one of the greatest. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for real talk. I'm gonna do my best, man. You know, I gotta add some arms to this thing, man. You know, it can't just keep surviving just with me. We're adding some people. You know, people got to get courage to actually get up here and do this. And you know, we want to feed it through the Friedman Media platform. You know, because people got to come from a different perspective than I do. You know, I've been looking for, you know, possible like a co-host. But also someone who wants to have their own thing and then come and team up, you know. So, you know, preferably a female, because I like to go from that different perspective than, you know, a lot of males, you know, after a while, you know, we run a lot of the opinions in together and they start to sound alike, but it's always good to just have that female perspective. So working on that, you know, people just got to get this shit together and figure out what they want to do. So, but yeah, we just got to be aware of the Rigmarole Players. I know it's Rigmarole, but the way my grandmother said it, Rigmarole. And then if it's Rigmarole and we got role players, then they Rigmarole Players. Just got to stay up on that shit. Stay up on it. All right, I'm gonna go check out. Make sure my shit is cool down enough to where I can mess with it, you know, so it don't melt nothing else. It's a long story and process. So yeah, and I think I pretty much got everything in that I wanted to say. More than I can say. More than I can say. So yeah, y'all be good. I'm gonna have to send you that link when I get a chance. Most definitely. I want to see it. I want to see that shit. Yes, send it. I need a good laugh tonight. Appreciate you, family. Appreciate you. If you're going to take the number 2 behind Dr. Darity, I'll fuck with you, MJ. I'll fuck with you. Just don't give Dr. Darity a pair of Jordans and a jersey and shit when we get to reparations. When they put that 107-year-old lady in some motherfucking Air Jordans and a jersey, I thought I was gonna shit. You too, brother B. You too. She couldn't stand up in them goddamn shoes. She's like, these ain't like my orthopedics. What the fuck? One love.